Hey y'all, it's Hans. Welcome back, man. We've got another review this week. That's the Bolt TH50C version 2 made by InfiRay Outdoor, distributed here in the United States by iRay USA. Now this is the version 2, as you see in the name. There is a version 1, so this is the full review. We've got a bunch of video. We're gonna be talking about the likes, dislikes. We're gonna talk about, before we jump into all of that, the difference between the version 1 and the version 2, and if you need to upgrade. We're gonna be talking about who it's good for, all of that, in an attempt to not make this a 20-minute review. We're going to get through it pretty quick and get through the specs all at the same time. So before we jump into it, if you're looking for a brand new night vision or thermal optic and you got questions like a lot of people do, give us a call, 877-350-1818, outdoorlegacygear.com. You can contact and call the phone number and talk to me directly. You can talk to Jason, the owner of the company, who also is the co-host of the Late Night Vision Show with me on a weekly basis, and our other salesperson, Ashley, who also we all have experience with this stuff out in the field. I know it's confusing. You're spending a lot of money. You don't get a chance to look at it most of the time. You're basically buying something that costs several $1,000s off of, specs off of a sheet of paper. So call us. We've used it, and we can help narrow down the search. So got the business out of the way. Let's talk about the Bolt TH50C version 2. First of all, if you own the version 1, the big differences between the version 2 and the version 1. First of all, the Bolt version 2 has audio, so that's a great improvement from the previous model. Also, the version 2 is going to be compatible with the brand new iRay USA or InfiRay Outdoor laser rangefinder, the Bluetooth laser rangefinder that is going to mount onto this. This is being filmed in middle of September 2023. The Bluetooth laser rangefinders have not been released yet. They're thinking sometime in October, maybe beginning or mid-October. But right now they're not released. So we will be doing, obviously when that comes out, we'll be testing them as well right here on the show and at Outdoor Legacy. So the version 1, version 2, again, version 2 takes the Bluetooth laser rangefinder. Version 1 does not. And the version 2 has audio, picture image. That's what everybody wants to know. If they have the version 1, should they upgrade to the version 2 because it's going to be vastly better picture image? I won't say that it does have a much better picture image. The display is a little bit different. It may slightly have a better picture image, but not so much that you're going to look through this and be like, oh man, the version 1 is not even comparable. I wouldn't say that at all. So if you have the version 1 and you don't care about the laser rangefinder, you don't care about the audio, I don't really know if it's necessary to upgrade. Now, a lot of you are going to turn off the review and say, I heard everything I needed to hear and go on down the road. But for those of you that don't have either of the Bolt TH50s, let's talk about it some more, because this is a fantastic scope for a certain hunter out there. So let's jump into the specs, show some video, talk about who it's good for, and then the likes and dislikes. Rolling down the specs. The price on this unit is $5,499, right at $5,500. It's a 640 thermal core resolution, a 640 by 512 thermal core resolution, 12 micron. It starts at 3.5 power and goes to 14 power. It's got a minus 25 millikelvin rated thermal sensor, 50 hertz refresh rate, AMOLED display, 2,400 yard detection range. I would say that the detection range is going to be between 500 and 800 yards, closer to 500 yards if there's a lot of moisture in the air or a lot of fog or small animals, maybe even out to 700 or 800 yards on larger animals in good clear conditions. Very long ID range on this scope. The field of view is 46 feet at 100 yards. It does have video and audio recording, 5 different color palettes, picture-in-picture display, 7 reticles. Like we said, it is going to be compatible with the brand new Bluetooth laser rangefinder. So it is Bluetooth capable. It has a dual battery supply. So it has an internal non-removable battery. And here at Outdoor Legacy, we are giving away for a limited time, and while supplies last, again, being filmed in the middle of September 2023, and a battery extender cap, which allows you to run an 18650 battery in that removable battery port right here on the side. Actually, that's the USB-C. I got it on the wrong side. So the battery port here on the side. So you just take that off, a new cap will come on, and it will convert it to an 18650 removable battery, which will give you more run time. Operating temperatures -4 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 122 degrees. Recoil rated to 300 Win Mag and 7 Mag. It does come with a set of 30 millimeter standard basic rings. It's just fine as long as you're going to leave that scope on the rifle. If you want to remove it without having to re-zero it every time, check out the American Defense Manufacturing Recon mount that we sell on the website outdoorlegacygear.com. The weight, fully loaded, 41.5 ounces. That's with the batteries and the mount, and does have the iRay USA 5-year warranty with a 5 business day repair or replace guarantee. So let's talk about who this is good for. I do believe that this is probably, well, there's no doubt, one of the best predator coyote hunting thermal scopes right now under $6,000. It's 3.5 to 14 power. This is ideal for a longer range coyote hunter, somebody whose average shot is going to be 150 yards and further, because it does have a high base magnification, a narrow field of view. But man, it's going to make taking those shots on a small coyote at 150 yards really, really good. So I do think it's going to be ideal. This is one of the top predator hunting thermal scopes out on the market right now, and a great deal really at $5,500, knowing that this is comparing and comparable in picture quality to scopes that are even more expensive. So, I mean, these things are so popular with coyote hunters right now that we are just talking about them all day long, especially now with it getting into coyote hunting season. This is prime time for this optic. So this is a tube style design. It mounts with any set of 30 millimeter rings. This is the American Defense Manufacturing mount. It does have the cap right here for a removable battery. You've got your menu turret on top with your menu button on top, and you've got your USB-C plug for plugging the scope in, whether you're going to charge it or download the videos from here to the computer itself. But it does have Wi-Fi and a great app, the InfiRay Outdoor app. Your buttons on top, power buttons, you got your record button, magnification button, all of that. And it does have an adjustment for the magnification right here that makes it real easy to find at night, so you're not having to try to figure out what's going on. 50 millimeter objective lens, a dual focus on the eyepiece diopter, and right here on the objective lens, obviously dual focus. I mean, again, I think it's fantastic for coyote hunters. We're going to be doing a show on the Late Night Vision Show podcast where we choose our favorite and the best optics of the year. This is probably going to be one of the top optics again in its price range for coyote hunters. It's hard to, there is some good competition in there, but the picture image on this again is rivaling some other scopes that are at the higher price range. What I really like about it, let's talk about the dislikes first. Again, it's 41.5 ounces fully loaded. It's a full size scope. I don't want to say it's heavy because it's comparable to other scopes of this size, but it's a big scope. It is the size of a large daytime optic. This is not something that people talk about coming up with a truck gun that, something quick, lightweight, easy to get to, easy access, and get in and out real quick. This is for the guy that's going to be setting up on a tripod, that's got their coyote hunting or their hog hunting rig, whether it's bolt action or AR, but where you're not having to carry this thing around all night long like a smaller setup. But I do like these. I think the eye relief on them is really good. I would say the other thing, I mean, as far as the dislikes, we talked about the weight, the internal battery. We always talk about the internal non-removable batteries being a negative. If the battery does go bad on the inside, there's a certain amount of time, but you can send that back to iRay USA under the battery warranty, and they will replace the battery. So it's not a big concern. Again, a lot of scopes have internal batteries now. That's kind of just the way that the market is going, and they're trying to save space and all that kind of stuff. But that's just a standard thing that we're used to. What I really like about this scope, picture image is off the charts phenomenal. You've seen the videos. You see how great it looks. Love the 5-year iRay warranty with the 5 business day repair or replace guarantee. The display is very big, y'all. I mean, when you look through it, the display size is 2560 by 2560. I mean, the coyotes just look like cows if they're up close. I mean, the display is just big and bright. It's got a nice little battery indicator at the bottom. The setup is easy. I mean, as easy as it can be. The menu, getting through the menu is easy. I do like the fact that it now comes with audio, and we're excited about testing the new Bluetooth laser rangefinder when it comes out. So if, again, perfect for coyote hunters or hog hunters that are taking shots on average of 150 yards and further. Now you may say, hey, I'm just a coyote hunter and I take shots sometimes at 100 or sometimes at 50. If we get them to run in real close, that's fine. That's not going to be a big deal. But if your average shooting is definitely over 100 or 150 yards, you're going to want a scope with 3.5 power like the Bolt TH50. Now you can get this at outdoorlegacygear.com. I think I may have got this review in under 20 minutes. A lot of people are like, man, they're too long. The reviews are too long. I'm trying to shorten them up a little bit. So if you are watching this video, it's either two things. Either, and I don't believe this, but you might just like hearing the sound of my voice. I don't think that at all. If you're watching this, you're probably just a avid night hunter and you like to see all the stuff that's out there, or you are specifically searching for this video because you're interested in buying the scope. If so, give me a call, 877-350-1818, outdoorlegacygear.com. Bolt TH50C version 2 will be on the short list of the best 640 coyote hunting thermal scopes of the year of 2023. There's no doubt about it. Well, hey, y'all, it's a pleasure to be able to do this, do these reviews. We got a bunch of scopes back here that we're still going to be reviewing here very soon. And it's getting cooler. And it's getting time for coyote season. Hog hunting is a lot more fun these days now that it's a lot cooler at night. So all of y'all, the phone calls have picked up. The interest is getting back. People are getting into deer hunting again. They're going to their feeders. They're filling up stuff. They realize they got a coyote problem and a hog problem. We're here to help you sort it all out, as crazy as it can seem sometimes. But we just want to earn your business, and we want to do it the right way. So again, you can call me, 877-350-1818. I probably said the phone number about 15 times. We'll see y'all soon again. I hope y'all enjoyed the hunts. I did a hunting video that I released shortly before this of the Bolt TH50C. It's got some coyote and hog hunts on there. So if you're wondering why there's all this video, but no hogs are being shot, no coyotes are being shot, go check out the hunting video that I released last week on it. So we'll see y'all soon. Reviews, hunts, everything coming up. Y'all stay safe. See you next time.